Let's go from Buddha to Jesus. So this is wonderful. So we've all heard of Buddha, right? So listen, when Buddha was traveling and he was teaching his doctrine, the things he discovered, the four noble truths and so on. He discovered something though. He discovered something about people. He realized that most people didn't understand what he was talking about. So this is what he did. He devised a system. He divided people up into four different personality types, right? So he realized that there are four different categories of people among his travels that he realized. And so he used a parable. He used the parable of the lotus. Now, the lotus flower, the beautiful lotus flower, grows in water, and it's beautiful. So he said people are like the lotus. He said people are like the lotus because some people are like the lotus above the water, right? And some people are like the lotus that's level with the water. And some people are like the lotus that's beneath the water. And some people are like the lotus that's in the mud. So what he was saying was the people who are the lotus that are above the water are like very intelligent people who understand what's being taught, they grasp it, and then they can apply it to their life and they're off and running, right? And some people are like the lotus who are level with the water. They have average intelligence. They understand what's being taught, but it takes them a lot of practice to learn what they're being taught. But they get it eventually. And some people are like the lotus that are beneath the water, right? And those people are of little intelligence, and it takes them a lot of practice. Man, they have to practice a long time in order for them to learn what's being taught, but they get it sort of kind of eventually. And he said some people are like the lotus in the mud. Those people are idiots. they don't get anything. They don't understand nothing. They are resistant to the truth that's being taught to them, and they don't really want to learn. So we got the speed racing going on. All right. So Jesus gives a parable also, the parable of the sower. And the parallel here is that Jesus divides people into four categories too. Sort of, if you want to say personality, okay. Jesus gives this parable. He says, the seed is like the word of God. So he says, seed is cast out, right? The word of God is cast out into soils, four different types of people, four conditions of people's heart. And he said, when the seed is cast on one type of soil, which is like a road, it just bounces off. The birds come by, snatch it away, and it's really good for nothing. Those people are like apathetic. They really don't understand or care about the word or the truth that's being presented to them. The other soil is like stony ground. The seed is cast on it, and the soil, it receives it, and initially with gladness, and something sprouts up there, but because the ground is stony and rocky, the seed can't really take root, so it just doesn't really grow. And the other soil is like thorns. The seed is cast there in the soil, and the seed, it begins to grow, but the thorns, the cares of the world, the deceitfulness of riches, and all these things, the lusts of the heart, they just choke out the plant. It doesn't grow, it doesn't produce anything. But he said there's another condition of a person's heart. When the seed or the word of God is cast upon that soil, it's good soil. It takes and it grows, and it actually then produces. It actually produces 30, 60, or 100-fold. So, both parables have some insight into the conditions of people's heart and truth. So, I asked the question, to myself, what part of the lotus flower am I? What kind of soil am I? So truth can take root in my heart.